Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today is the weekly Star Wars recap for March 13th, 2023, which this week we got some movie news. Might not be good movie news, but we do also have some novel and comic news also, including a reveal of the From a Certain Point of View Return of the Jedi novel. But before I do get into the news, gotta jump into the new releases. Starting off with stuff that came out last week. There was Jedi Bowscars, a new tie-in novel for Jedi Survivor, which I haven't gotten around to reading that just yet, though. Also, Hunter's Battle for the Arena, a middle grade novel, which is a tie-in to the game Star Wars Hunters, also came out. I didn't read that. Kind of weird, because the game Hunters isn't out yet, and there's no release date in sight for that game. But there was also The Mandalorian Season 3, Chapter 18, The Mines of Mandalore, which I thought was a good episode. You can check out my full review on it. Also, The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 12, The Outpost came out, which was a great episode. I really, really loved that one. I might have a review of that out already. I'm not sure. If not, hopefully it comes out either today or tomorrow. But there was also The High Relic Issue 6, Star Wars Issue 2, and Bounty Hunters Issue 32. I didn't read any of those. But coming out this week, there's The Mandalorian Season 3, Chapter 19, which will come out March 15th, alongside The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 13, Pabu, and the High Republic Avengers Issue 3, and Yoda Issue 5, all on March 15th. But let's jump into the news. Starting off with that movie news, there's a report from Variety with the news, mainly about some Star Wars films being canceled, which they report that Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron film and the film what Kevin Feige was reported on to be developing have been canceled or shelved, as they say. Which, Rogue Squadron, I saw it coming. It, was officially announced in 2020, but then it never seemed to develop any further. So it's no surprise that they've now canceled it. And obviously, Patty Jenkins ended up right after it was announced, the Wonder Woman film, the sequel she directed, was released and wasn't very good. And then since then, the Wonder Woman 3 got canceled also. So some unfortunate stuff happening with her and her movies. But, this does suck. I really wanted a X-Wing pilot story in live action. And as a movie, I was really, really, excited for that. I've seen people say that, why do this story? Like, why have that as a big film? Which I was like, the original Star Wars movie, and this, the original trilogy, that was a big part of those movies was, the space dogfighting and whatnot. So, to me, it made perfect sense to make a movie just about that. But I guess it won't be happening now. But the Kevin Feige film, that was never, officially announced. Obviously, it was reported on by, I forget who originally reported on it, which most of the time when that happens, it's usually the company is wanting it to be revealed, but not officially revealed, so they go through that. I don't know. But it never was officially announced. And I am surprised that it's being shelved or whatever. But with the MCU kind of in a bit of a shaky spot right now, it does make sense that Disney would want Feige to fully focus on the MCU and not Star Wars. But, I am still surprised that they're not, keeping it in the in development, but not really moving forward. And talking about in development, but not moving forward, the article does mention Rian Johnson's films, which it seems like they still want to make them, but with Johnson being busy with the Benoit Blanc films and Poker Face, he doesn't have the time to, which, I would like to see him make another Star Wars, but the stuff he is making right now is great. I love Knives Out. Glass Onion was great too. I only watched the first episode of Poker Face, but I really liked that too. I've been meaning to watch the rest of it. So, I was someone who did like The Last Jedi. So, I would like to see Johnson make more Star Wars. But, the other stuff I like, Knives Out and whatnot, and Glass Onion, I liked more. So I do want more of those. But, seems like the option is still open for Johnson to make another Star Wars film, but the article does mention Star Wars films are currently in development, like Taika Waititi's film, which the sales saying it's still in development, and that it seems like he might end up starring in his movie, like he did with his film Jojo Rabbit, where he played Adolf Hitler. I just find that funny as the reference in the article. But with Waititi, Thor: Love and Thunder was kind of eh. I would say I didn't hate it as much as everyone else did, but I didn't love it as much. So that was a bit of a misstep for him. But all of his previous movies are great. Thor Ragnarok, I loved. And What We Do in the Shadows is great. Obviously, that was with I'm blanking on his name. The other guy who stars in the movie. And obviously the TV show What We Do in the Shadows is great also. But obviously I don't know how much YTD is really involved in the TV show. So I am still excited for his movie and see what he does with Star Wars. The article does mention also the film from Damon Lindelof. They really don't mention much about that movie in this article. Obviously, from everything else we know, it seems like that's the one what they're kind of developing the most right now, and seemingly will be the next one they release in December of 2025. But the article does mention that they're planning on revealing films at Celebration next month, and it seems like one or maybe both of those movies will be revealed, but don't fully know right now. Just have to wait and see. But it definitely seems like there will be stuff at Celebration. Obviously, this article was mentioning other movies that were announced but have now been canceled. So, even if there's announcements of movies at Celebration, I am going to hold my breath until there's, casting news and they start filming. Then I'll, believe it more that, these movies are actually going to get made. So, we'll just have to wait and see there. But moving on now to some of that novel news. Like I mentioned earlier, the From a Certain Point of View novel for Return of the Jedi was now announced for Return of the Jedi's 40th anniversary, which for A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversaries, they did these novels, which had 40 stories from the point of view of a bunch of characters. Pretty much any character who's not one of the main heroes, like Luke, Han, Leia, Lando, Chewie, and the droids. Lando might have had a story, actually, in The Empire Strikes Back one. I doubt he'll have one for the Return of the Jedi one, though. But the cover for the Return of the Jedi one was revealed, which shows, an Ewok on Endor during the victory celebration. It's a cool cover. The Empire Strikes Back one and the New Hope ones. And now this one all have had pretty solid covers. But then they revealed all the authors for the novel. Obviously, there's a lot of them, so I'm not going to list all of them. I will have them up on the screen so you can read them. But they did reveal 6 of the stories in a kind of like description, I guess, which I'm just going to read that description, which it also revealed the authors for these stories. But it said, Olivia Blake gives a chilling glimpse into the mind of Emperor Palpatine. Saladin Ahmed recounts the tragic history of the Rancor Keeper. Charlie Jane Anders explores the life and times of the Sarlacc. Fran Wilde reveals Mon Mothma's secret mission to save the Rebel Alliance. Mary Kenny chronicles Wicket the Ewok's quest for one quiet day on the Forest Moon of Endor. And Anakin Skywalker becomes one with the Force in a gripping tale by Mike Chen. So yeah, excited for this. They're always fun novels. Those 6 stories there are definitely, honestly all 6 kind of interest me. So definitely excited for those. I do wonder if they'll do the other movies after this, because these were, the first 2, and then this one were for the 40th anniversaries of those movies, and the 40th anniversaries of all the other movies aren't for quite some time. So I do wonder if in a few years if they'll just do one for Phantom Menace just for fun and whatnot, or if they won't do them at all. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But this one, From a Certain Point of View, Return of the Jedi, comes out September 5th, 2023, which I'll be doing a review of it when it comes out. I haven't done a review on the first two, so I'll probably do ones leading up to the release of that one. But anyways, also revealed was the cover and title for the Hyperbolic young adult anthology novel, which is revealed. It's titled Tales of Light and Life, which the cover shows two Jedi holding up their lightsabers, or well, at least their hands holding their lightsabers, which from the looks of it, it seems like it's Keith Trennis and Vanessa Rowe, lightsabers and whatnot. But along with the cover and title reveal, an excerpt for Claudia Gray's story was released, which it's set shortly after The Fallen Star and will be titled After the Fall. It follows the characters Alfie Hollow, Leox Jossie, and Geode, which the excerpt was short, probably the first few pages of the short story. So, it wasn't anything crazy, but I'm definitely interested in, this novel to see what other stories will, what characters will be about and whatnot. So, yeah, which it seems like there'll be some Phase 2 stories, some Phase 1 stories, and some Phase 3 stories, or stories at least set shortly before Phase 3. But this comes out September 5th, 2023, same day as the From a Soaring Point of View Return of the Jedi, which is interesting because they're both anthology novels with a bunch of short stories. So, yeah, once again, I'll do a review of it when it comes out. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Next week, I'll be talking about something I don't know, so you check it out then. But in the meantime, we check out my reviews on The Mandalorian, The Bad Batch, and everything else to do. But even so, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late. Hang on, kid.